All right out the gate, we've got confusion, contradictions, and courtroom. Chaos, pay attention. Herethus moment sets up the entire drama of who knew what and when.
Pled guilty, and that they were waiting for the result of the hearing, and depending on how many days she received on lockdown will determine if she's going to be able to successfully complete the program or not. And then the follow-up to that was that she was found guilty of the violation and was on lockdown until 11/20.
All right. This is all news to me because I didn't have this information yesterday.
Notice how everyone has a different version of events. This is classic courtroom whiplash one. The judge realizes the system's left hand has no idea what the right hand is doing.
Yesterday, the information that was given to me by the probation officer is that there was some allegation of a note passing. That was the extent of it. And then that she had an overall bad attitude in the treatment program. And so she was discharged. And so was there any more than that yesterday, Mr. Watson, as we discussed this case?
That was also my understanding, is what the court just articulated as of yesterday.
Okay.
That was my understanding as well, Your Honor.
So I don't know when did you get this information? Where was that information communicated?
Those in the case notes, those are the emails from that were put into the case notes from JTP staff.
Okay. So then there was this issue of passing a note. Ms. Spector, can you enlighten me as to this note issue?
Here comes the turning point. Mysterious note and jail note passing isn't cute or harmless. It's considered communication that can hide contraband threats or alliances. That's why this tiny detail is about to explode.
Yeah. From my understanding, a male was sitting here, Deborah was sitting here, and he passed a note to her in the packets that were going around.
Okay. This is not something that you were there for?
No.
Okay, who was?
Our JTP counselor, Christina Triplett.
Okay, and as a result of that, what's your understanding as to what occurred after that?
I did see the note. What was reported to me after group was the note was passed. The counselor, Christina, asked all of the involved parties about it. They all said there was no note. And then it was reported to the officers, the correction officers, and Deborah did admit to it and handed the note to the officer, and the officer charged her with a jail rule violation of lying to staff or an officer.
And then what happened?
And then she was locked down from November 17th to November 20th.
Okay. What's the story with you?
I had no idea I was receiving anything. Again, she said.
Okay, what?
The packets were passed around. I received it, held it in my hand. Something fell out. I was surprised. I went, oh, grabbed it. She asked if it was a note, and I said no. Why? Fear, embarrassment, afraid to get.
And there it is, the big mistake, not the note itself, but the lie about it. In correctional settings, lying to staff is a major rule violation, and it triggers automatic discipline. But should that discipline override a judge's treatment plan? That tension is about to erupt.
Looked at like a snitch in jail or anywhere.
What do you care about how you're looked at?
I don't.
I mean, isn't the idea for you at this point in your life to get your act
Yes.
together and stop?
Your
and
Honor,
stop putting yourself in a position where you're constantly coming in here.
Yes, that is the point.
Okay. Now, what kind of hearing was had at the jail to determine that she was going to get 3 days lockdown? Anybody know?
I don't, Your Honor. I don't know if the inspector has any more.
Okay.
But to add on a little bit, Your Honor, it was, she did get, once she got the 3 days, it was a 3 strikes.
The 3 strikes, I don't, my concern is that people who are in the jail treatment program are in the jail treatment program because they need the jail treatment program, okay? They are people who have demonstrated in their very recent past, before being in the jail treatment program, they don't have the ability to operate out in society like they should be operating, lest they wouldn't be in the jail treatment program. So now what I'm told is I got COs who take people out of the jail treatment program because they decide whatever was done warrants 3 days, which automatically kicks somebody out of the jail.
This is where the judge hits maximum frustration, and honestly, from a legal standpoint, he's not wrong. Probation terms are the court's domain to note. Correction officers, so when COS make decisions that derail court-ordered treatment, that's a serious separation of authority problem.
Jail treatment program. I didn't know that the correction officers were the ones dictating the terms of probation. So you may want to convey this back to the jail, and I'm fucking pissed, okay? I'm pissed because this ain't the first time this has happened, okay? That they're going against what I say should be done. And I'm pissed. So I still don't know the answers that I need to know, that I want to know, that I goddamn it demand to know, so you can inform them of that too.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what you're going to do, what's the next step available, Mr. Watson?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that
God damn it!
upon her completion of the jail treatment program, she was supposed to move on to Lake Geauga. What was it, Oak House? She was, which was supposed to start tomorrow. And Ms. Garipa told me yesterday, just informed me just now, she's still looking forward to entering Oak House. I don't know if that's an option for tomorrow or not. Your Honor, if the court does want her to go back in the jail treatment program.
Who has the slightest idea whether there's still a spot open tomorrow?
I can have Ms. Mayer from my office look into it right now and follow up with the court.
Call her right now.
That's fine, Your Honor.
And why don't you call the goddamn jail and tell them I'm fucking pissed, okay?
And here the judge makes his message crystal clear. This isn't just about one inmate or one. Notice this is about the whole jail treatment system stepping outside its lane. Judges rarely show anger this openly, so when they do, something big is broken.